Vernon Bogdanor, the constitutional expert from King's College London. Welcome, thank you for coming in.
Good afternoon.
Does the next Prime Minister necessarily come from the party with the highest number of seats after next Thursday?
Not necessarily at all. The key issue is not how many seats you've got in a hung parliament, but whether you can command the confidence of the House of Commons. And that could easily be the role of the second largest party. For example, in some of these scenarios, if Labour was the second largest party, but had the support of the Scottish Nationalists, who may well be the third largest party, they would form the government, even if the Conservatives had more seats than Labour.
Scroll back 5 years, because Nick Clegg's argument, of course, in terms of what the Liberal Democrats did then, was that it was beholden upon him to talk to the Conservatives first and end up doing a deal with them because they'd done far better than Labour had. Is that not part of this story, at least?
Well, who the Liberal Democrats, if they're in the middle again, negotiate with first is a matter for them, and they're perfectly entitled to say that they want to negotiate first with the party with the most seats. But who they decide to form a government with, if they support another government, depends on other factors as well. The degree of policy convergence, perhaps the chemistry between the leaders. So one can't tell what's going to happen simply from the number of seats that a party has got. And the idea that Nick Clegg's put forward that a government with the second largest number of seats would somehow be illegitimate is, I think, quite wrong. And if that was true, it would mean the Liberal Democrats should not have spoken to Labour after the last election, which they did, before agreeing to a coalition with the Conservatives.
Although his argument then, of course,